Welcome back to Insight on CapRadio. I'm your host, Vicki Gonzalez. Iran is currently in the geopolitical spotlight, but beyond international politics and war, the country is home to a rich and diverse culture dating back thousands of years, especially when it comes to the sacred traditions of music and storytelling. And that is just a taste of the music of ZA, a new Iranian percussion performance highlighting the music of the province of Lorestan. The musicians, including one from Sacramento, have been on tour across the country, bringing this different perspective of Iranian culture that's rarely experienced in the United States. ZA will be performing this Sunday, August 2nd, at the International House in Davis, and the musicians join us now. Nariman Asadi, Bifar Bahaduran, and Mazdak Alipur. Welcome to Insight. What a treat.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you for taking the time. I would just love to start with learning more about the three of you. Where did your passion for music come from? Nariman?
Yes, I think since I was 13 years old, I started playing the instrument called tombak, a goblet-shaped drum. That was my first experience with music. And I've been following music performances from, other musicians. I started learning more drums, percussion. That was my first interaction with music.
And you currently teach at some schools here in Sacramento, right?
Yes, I teach tombak and deaf, private and group lessons, and also working with elementary schools, music for children, and Farsi schools.
What is that experience like, teaching this musical performance and the style and these traditions to young children?
Yeah, since I started the ORF training for music for children, I always had that desire, especially in Iranian diaspora, to teach the second generation of Iranian kids about their culture. And also sharing this culture with the elementary schools is also a different experience for me, especially kinder, TK, and first graders that I see every day. For every classes, and it's very joyful, playing these instruments and sharing a culture that I've lived.
Bifar, how long has music been a part of your life?
It's been since I started studying music since I was 6, and we've been performing on different stages in Iran and outside, and in the United States, of course, for the past 20 years. Since I was 17.
How did the three of you get connected for this tour?
We have been working with each other for the past 4 or 5 years. I've known Nariman and Mazdak for 5 years now, and we have been working on different projects. But this is the first project that we've been working on. Lorestani music, in specific.
Well, Mazdak, thank you so much for joining us. I know that we're going to have some help with translations, but I would love to learn more about your background with this music.
از فارسی بگم دیگه. من از بچگی پیش پدرم ساز زدم که یکی از اساتید موسیقی ایران هستن.
So from the early ages, he played music, and he started learning from his dad. His dad's name is Faraj Alipur. He's a legendary kamancha player and vocalist. And much of this music, actually, as we say, it comes through a direct lineage that we're performing, learning from his dad.
Wow, that is so special.
Yes.
I mean, and to share that with audiences across. Yes, absolutely. So what was the inspiration for ZA itself?
ZA, coming from the word zayesh, in Persian means birth and beginning, and it was born from a desire to preserve and share this living tradition that if you go to a village in Lorestan, the western Iran, you can see still happening. It explores the milestones of life through music, from lullabies, work music, love music, wedding, ritualistic ceremonial music that we have, and also mourning and celebration music.
And as I understand, the three of you, I mean, I'm looking at the instruments as we speak. You're going to be playing a little bit for us live here on air. We would love to hear some of the performance. If you can just share a little bit about what you're going to perform for us.
Yes, so the instrument we're using today, it's a kamanche, the Iranian fiddle, tar, and daf, the frame drum. And we're going to play a piece is called Kel Zanun, which is a wedding music. And we're going to perform a short segment of that piece for you.
Amazing. Well, I'm ready.
Fantastic.
You guys can go ahead.
بگو اینو خانوما معمولا تو عروسی ها میخونن. خانوما برای بدرقه
And this is the music that the women sing for welcoming the bride and groom.
Wonderful. Amazing. Oh, that is so special. If you're just joining us here on Insight, we just got a taste of the performance ZA ahead of its actual performance in Davis later this weekend. I mean, you have been touring all over the country. What has the response been like? I imagine it's just been pretty incredible.
Yes, it's interesting. For the first time, I feel like everyone from all ages are connected to this music. We actually performed a demo of this performance at UCLA, and we had some non-Iranian professors actually reaching out to us that they really enjoyed it. In Portland, there was a kid actually 12 years old coming to us, and it was like, that was the first time I'm hearing music from my homeland. And she was very attached. She told us she felt very connected to her ancestors by this music as well. We also heard from non-Iranian audiences that they really loved. They feel attached as we were telling this story. And I feel like versus, other performances that we had before, this is not just, like a museum pieces of the past that we're showing, rather a life story that we're starting with the birth, and then lullabies, work music, love music. So everyone in the audience, they're also joining us in this journey as we're going. And we hope that every time that we take this on the stage, we also leave those pieces in the moment.
Yeah, I mean, music is so powerful, right? I mean, it can bring people together. It can educate people. It just connects humanity. But even just listening to the three of you play, I mean, I can just feel that you get so much out of this performance as well. What does it mean to you to put this performance together and to play these instruments and to connect with these traditions in this way?
As being part of the Iranian diaspora for the past 20 years, reconnecting in a way, to the roots of our culture, and also sharing it with the American society, we've been living within, for myself, for almost 2 decades. It's amazing because sharing something more than what we actually hear and see on the news, is refreshing, I think, to the foreign audience, to our culture.
Mazdak, Za's music comes from the Lorestan region of Iran. Can you just describe this region and what the music is like?
خودم رو لرستان و موسیقی اون منطقه رو
فکر کنم همه چیزی گفتی، نه؟ چی بگم؟ چیزی که خیلی خاص شده موزیک ما کمونچه پشتبازی هست که در هیچ منطقه‌ای در ایران نیست.
What is very unique about Lorestan, like the instrument, as you see here in the studio, it has the special design that the back of this instrument is open compared to other kamanche in the other regions.
و در لرستان
And also the reason for that is because it was used to play at the weddings and there was no amplification. So they designed this instrument so people can hear it, which there was no sound system. So that way there's no, it's open in the back. Yes.
و مردم لرستان هر اتفاقی که هر کاری میخوان انجام بدن با موسیقی انجام میدن. حتی از خوابم بیدار میشن با موسیقی هم بیدار میشن و میخوابن.
So in Lorestan, in that region, they do everything with music. Mm-hmm. They wake up, they have music, they work, they have work music, they fall in love, they have music for it. And if they lose someone, they also have music.
و مردمان شادی هستن. بعضی از شعرهایی که خیلی غمگین هست ولی بازم با شادی
They're happy people, but there's still some of the upbeat music when you hear, if you really go deep into the lyrics, they're actually very sad.
Well, thank you three so much for stopping by and giving us a taste of what people are in store for this weekend. It was such a treat. Nariman Asadi, Befar Bahaduran, and Mazdak Alipur, they are the musicians behind a new Iranian percussion performance called ZA. The group will be performing on Sunday, August 2nd at the International House in Davis. It is part of a nationwide tour. We have more information on our Insight page. And that is it for Insight today. You can learn more about our guests at capradio.org/insight. You can also subscribe to the Insight podcast. And if you want to email us, we're at insight@capradio.org. Thank you to producers Andrew Garcia, Sarit Lashinsky, and editor Jen Picard. Insight's technical director and audio engineer is Mark Jones, and our original show music is produced by Adrian Gilmore. I'm Vicki Gonzalez. Thanks for joining us. Have a great day. We'll catch you back here tomorrow.